This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Right, so I was watching a conversation between Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz Jr. Of course, Wilder's WBC champion and Andy Ruiz is the unified WBA, IBF and WBO and IBO World Unified Heavyweight Champion as well. And of course, naturally, the people there at Fox, which happened to be on the Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman card. By the way, congratulations to Manny Pacquiao on that one. I was going to do a video, but not too much point. There's way too many videos out there. You guys don't need my little one either. So, there were some interesting points in this little chat between Wilder and Andy Ruiz. Now, of course, the guys on Fox working for the PBC, I'm starting to get the impression that they don't really like Wilder too much. I mean, they threw him under the bus by saying after he defeated Dominic Brazil, when you're actually going to fight some real opposition, as in Joshua, Dillian Whyte, Fury, etc. And last night, they said to Deontay Wilder, when they were introducing Wilder and Andy Ruiz, that Andy Ruiz is the #1 heavyweight in the world. Wilder was laughing and everything like that. You could see he didn't like it, but hey ho, it is what it is. Now, the interesting point on this one, well, there's actually a couple of different points. First one was the fact that Andy Ruiz said that him and Wilder were a team. I'm not too sure what he means by a team. Is he saying that because they're part of the PBC, or are they saying because they're a team as in anti-Eddie Hearn, anti-Anthony Joshua, etc., etc.? Maybe it's that, I don't know. And hopefully Andy Ruiz is going to get a little bit more humble because he's acting out of character. Anyway, the point of this video was the fact that he said that him and Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, Al Heyman, etc. are still negotiating where the venue's going to be for the Joshua Ruiz rematch. And he said that Joshua wants him to come to the UK, but he wants it in New York. So a couple of little points on that one, that should indicate to you guys, as many of you guys know, Joshua will dictate the terms, as in the arena, where it's going to be, when it's going to be, all that kind of thing. So Ruiz, he keeps talking about how they're negotiating. There is no negotiating. Everything's already stamped, sealed in the rematch clause. That's what he signed up for. That's what it's going to have to be. So I don't quite know why he's talking about negotiations. No idea. But regardless, this is confirmation that Anthony Joshua wants to fight in the UK, and that's exactly what is going to happen if Joshua sticks to his guns. So am I okay with that? Absolutely. I have no issue whatsoever with the rematch happening in the UK. I think Joshua should take every advantage that he can. I do understand the thought of go back to where the crime was committed, if you want to put it that way, and try to rectify it by fighting in America. I fully get that point, I really do. And if that happens, of course, you know, we're all going to be supporting anyway. Now, I like Andy Ruiz Jr. I've spoken to him many times, but to be honest, this is still the Joshua show until Ruiz Jr. can beat him again. If he defeats Anthony Joshua again, he's a free agent. He can go unify against Wilder, go fight whoever you want to fight. Well, if he doesn't fight Wilder, he's going to have to fight Alexander Usyk. That's a given. But regardless, the rematch, I have no issues where it's going to be. I would prefer it to be in the UK because Joshua did travel beforehand to Ruiz's backyard. Yes, he's of Mexican descent and he considers himself Mexican, not American, but still, he was born in America and the fight happened in America. So let's flip it back and fight in the UK. Again, I understand those who say he should fight in America. But going by what he's saying and adding up to what Eddie Hearn is saying, and Eddie Hearn is saying that he wants it in the UK as well, so does the whole team of Anthony Joshua. But it seems that Joshua is still in two minds, maybe to go back to America, to Madison Square Garden. So either way, Andy Ruiz is confirming that it is Team Joshua who do actually want him to come to the UK. He's going to have no choice in it. Ultimately, he could vacate the belts and not fight again. It could happen there. Or he could have the rematch, try and go for the win. And even if he loses, he's earned more money in these two fights with Joshua than what he probably ever imagined that he was ever going to earn in his entire career. So he could actually hang up his gloves after the Joshua fight if he wanted to. Hopefully he doesn't. But if he wanted to, he could and never have to worry about money again. If he's, of course, not too lavish with the money, of course. But regardless, I think that a fight here in the UK, probably Cardiff, I have no issue with that. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I know some people will, and I said I do get it, but I personally have no issue with that. And if that's what Joshua decides, that's where the rematch is going to happen. And Andy Ruiz, he's going to have to get his passport out again and come travelling. He's not a stranger to travelling. He has already travelled to New Zealand once before. And some people say that Joseph Parker got a gift decision, home cooking, all that. Maybe yes, maybe no, who knows. But very, very close fight. But would that happen with Joshua? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think judges in the UK, they can be biased, but they're more fair than most places, I think. But anyway, if it goes to points, but I think Joshua's going to go for the knockout, and I'm pretty sure Ruiz will also. But anyway, Andy Ruiz Jr. is confirming that Team Joshua want the fight in the United Kingdom. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next one.